Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. BJ here from BJ Drinks Beer, and welcome to Sunday Brunch with BJ. I was pretty busy this weekend, and I wasn't able to do my normal Friday night, or normal, I guess, would be Saturday night, but I wasn't able to do Friday or Saturday night, so figured I'd get it in today. I have to take it easy because I have another stream coming up at 5 o'clock, and I have to be with it for that, so I can't get too torn up. But got a little bit of time until then, so you know, figure try out a few things. I wouldn't normally be drinking this early in the day, but the situation dictates if I you know drink a little bit now, I should be good by 5 o'clock. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, I figured I wanted to. Well, look who it is. Um, Figured out that's right. A wild danger ginger has appeared. Wanted to stay on theme, and not a lot of the samples I got this week were very brunch-ish. So this was the best thing I could find, and I really don't want to try this, but it's so weird that I feel like I have to. Um, so this is from a brand that wasn't aware of until a couple weeks ago when people started asking for it at my store, and I mentioned it to a couple other people who are out there in the world. You know, I don't really get out there, and they said, "Oh yeah, 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 you're really gonna like it. It's really good, really good." And then I say, "Oh, but it's," and they're like, "Well, that's weird. Why would they do that?" And apparently, this one's going to be discontinued soon. So, you know, uh, we'll see if I can figure out why. So this one is an espresso martini. This one is 15%. It's from Let's Be Frank, and it's a limon espresso martini. I don't know why anyone would add lemon to essentially coffee, but we're gonna see if it makes more sense to the taste buds than it does to the brain. If that made any sense. Um, Look at it here. This one's 15%, so I'm not going to be. Well, there's instructions. I'm not going to be drinking the whole thing, especially not to start off. Um, and I have a feeling I'm not going to want to finish it anyway. So what do we got here? Ways to shake it up. Oh man, a lot to read. Let's be frank. This is the best espresso martini you will ever drink. Don't believe us? Ways to shake it up. Chill the can and shake, or pour into a cocktail shaker over ice and shake well. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to like roll it around a little bit and well, I guess technically I will be shaking it, but anyway. More to read. Let's be frank, Limon Espresso Martini is a citrusy twist on a classic martini. It offers a luxurious blend of rich espresso and bright, crisp Sicilian lemon, creating a smooth, tangy flavor. Frank's daughter recommended the combination for summer evenings or as a or as a festive pre-dinner cocktail. Weird. Contains 3 servings, uh, so I'm not going to be drinking all 3. Looks about the color you would expect. And this is the closest thing I had to a martini glass. I figured I'd use it. Whew, on the nose. It's the lemon flavor peaks out a lot more than the espresso. The espresso is deep down in there, but you do pick that up on the back end. But up front, it's like it's got that kind of like lemon pledge kind of aroma to it. But then, and it doesn't really fade into the espresso and the aroma. It just kind of sits on top of it. If you know what I mean. Let's give it a try. It's weird. Um, the As opposed to in the aroma, the lemon is very subtle in the flavor and just kind of peeks out once in a while. Um, the It's not very boozy. I had that up earlier. But oh wait, no, is that the same one? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I had up earlier. I don't know if that's the same one. But yeah, anyway. Um yeah, subtle booziness, which you would expect a little bit more for 15%, but that I don't know, it's just a weird, it comes together very strange. Yeah, I'm not digging this one. Uh it I understand why they're discontinuing it now. This just isn't very good. Sorry, Frank's daughter, but yeah, I'm not digging this combination. Um, yeah, I don't know. The espresso isn't the best either. Like I've had way better espresso in different espresso martini style drinks. Um, yeah, just all around, I'm really not digging this one. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And while you're at it, if you just can't get enough of me, or if you're a wrestling fan, why don't you go ahead and check out BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, where every week on where every Sunday we do a stream where we talk about the events that transpired in wrestling over the course of that week, and we have a brand new show every Tuesday where we talk about what's going on locally. So, locally in wrestling, that is, not like, you know, city council type stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and give us a subscribe. And, if you're interested, go ahead. We got a live stream coming up at 5 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. If you've had this one or anything from Let's Be Frank, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? This one sounds good, sounds interesting. Maybe it's something you might want to try. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, good luck. Because, like I said, I hear they're discontinuing it. I understand why. And we do not currently carry this product at Joe Canals in Marlton. This was a sample. And I don't know. I am not the one. It's from a liquor company, and I handle the beer companies. So I am not the one who is going to be deciding whether or not we bring this one in. But I don't even think this one in particular is available. But if you want to see some Let's Be Frank at Joe Canals in Marlton, let me know. Rating. Yeah, I'm not a fan at all. And I'm glad I don't like it actually, because I don't want to have to drink this whole thing one way or another. um, but yeah, I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. Uh, as a little asterisk right there, I don't really have much of a basis for comparison because I'm a beer drinker and I don't typically drink cocktails. I have had a few espresso martinis, but not in the context of rating them. It was just kind of a mindless, I don't have to pay attention. This is just what I'm drinking kind of thing. But yeah, what did I say? 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. I'm not really digging this one. Uh, I mean, I guess I'd be willing to check out like some of their more uh normal products. Like this one's kind of out of left field, and I just think it doesn't come together well. Uh, yeah. If you haven't had anything from Let's Be Franks, uh, yeah, I guess I can't really go on with that plug. Um, yeah, I guess that's all I got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. But stay tuned, everybody. Uh, I have one from Manafirkin. I have one from Double Nickel. I have a ton of THC drinks. I'm definitely not going to get to them all today. But next up, I have one that it's a holdover from last week. I couldn't get to it last week, but I'm super interested to try it. And this is one that if I like it, you're going to see it in the next couple of weeks on the shelves at Joe Canals in Marlton because everything else I've tried from this brewery has been really good. So I do not even want to finish this or even take another sip. Get that out of the way. Yeah, sit tight, grab yourself a beverage and drink along with me, or have a cup of coffee or a snack or whatever. I'll be right back. I'm going to set up the next one. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay. So this is one I was super hyped to try last week, and I didn't get around to it on stream, but I made sure I saved it. I've heard very good things about this one from people whose opinions on craft beer I trust. Um, so yeah, I'm all the more excited to try it. This one is from Obscura. It is a 5.8% banana pudding ale. I believe it's a pale ale. It's called the Puddin'. Um, these guys are from Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. Love the art. Love the everything, like the color, the how it's not overcrowded with, excuse me, bananas. It's just gives you the idea. And these guys, I first tried these guys last week, and I have been very impressed with everything I've had so far. So looking forward to trying this. Whoa, got a little wet there.
That's what she said.
What was that? All right. All right. I don't always make it when I think it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get a light behind it. All right. So definitely got that haze to it. Um, yeah, about the color you would expect from a pale ale. Looks maybe a little maltier than your average pale ale, if it even is a pale ale. I had pale ale in my head, but I'm not seeing that anywhere on the can. So it's a banana pudding ale. All right. On the nose? Yeah, it's a pale ale. Yeah, that banana flavor's coming through nice. It kind of reminds me of those. What are those? It's not coming to me. Those candies. The forget it. Yeah, the hops are coming through nice. It's got that sweetness to it. Let's give it a try. Ooh. Um, so the hops are definitely present. Um, I'm getting notes, slight bitterness, not even, I mean, put it this way. Man, this has got me all tongue tied here. The banana flavor is kind of all encompassing, but the you do get some notes that peak out. Slightly bitter notes, some juicy notes, uh, but it's very smooth. The bitterness doesn't peak through to the point where it's unappealing at all. And I feel like being this soft on the palate, I think this one's got to have some lactose in it. which for something like this, you would kind of expect. I wouldn't expect a banana pale ale to not have lactose. Let me confirm that. I'm gonna go ahead and look this one up on Beer Advocate because my one complaint about Obscura so far is they don't put any information on the cans. ABV and name of the beer and a little description, but like, I need to know these kind of things. I need to know what it's hopped with. I need to know if there's lactose in this beer. So I'm going to go ahead and look this up. Why don't I just say it in there? There we go. What's it called? The pudding. All right. Obscura the Puddin' Beer Advocate. Let's do that. Okay. Not looking at ratings because I don't want to be biased. Do I have any kind of description here? Anybody? Okay, let's try Untapped. It doesn't, I can't really find anything. It's not really, yeah, man, they're not giving me any information here.
1 hour later.
Here we go. No. Ads, come on. Light and simple ale base. Notes of vanilla wafers, vanilla paste. All right, so I'm not getting a ton of information, but at least that's a little more than I knew. Uh, I still don't know if there's any lactose in this. Yeah, very, very minimal bitterness. The hops just barely peek through. Definitely getting some, like, I don't know, maybe citrusy juiciness. I'm still super curious as to what this is hopped with, but I guess not knowing that, I have to just kind of, you know, just work with what I have here. Um, yeah, very soft on the palate, very smooth, very easy drinking. Does not have the flavor intensity that I would expect at 5.8. Yeah, I guess a five. I mean, ABV does not always dictate flavor intensity, but usually it's a good indicator. And this one, maybe it's the softness of it. It comes off feeling a little bit lighter. Very crushable. Um, the banana taste isn't overpowering. Definitely picking up hints of vanilla in there. And as like at first, the first few sips before the taste buds really acclimated, I was getting maybe something citrusy, maybe some other notes, but now it's just honestly just really smoothed over and become just a very smooth and low key. Like I said, the banana's not overpowering, just very smooth, easy drinking. A little more. Yeah, very balanced. Nothing peaks out enough to make it off-putting. Like the banana is very subtle; it's not overpowering. The hops are very, very minimal. Hop flavors. Yeah, just a very smooth, easy drinking um, ale. Oh man, I should have eaten some breakfast or brunch. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. While you're at that, why don't you give my other channel a follow? BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, where every week on Sunday we have a live stream. We discuss the events of wrestling over the course of that week, and much, much more. you've had this one or anything else from Obscura, why don't you leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? This one sounds good, sounds interesting, sounds like maybe something you might want to try, maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find this one in a couple weeks at Joe Canals and Marlton. Rating. I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. While it does have excellent flavor and it is very balanced, it's maybe some hop bitterness or I don't know. It feels like it's lacking something. It's yeah, I can't even really put my finger on it, but it just definitely feels like it's missing something. I feel like if this one, like I would think this is probably like 20 IBUs, maybe 15, but if this one was maybe up to 40 or 50, I would be curious to see the flavor, how the flavor would work out. I am getting so tongue tied today. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long week. Yeah, 3.5 out of 5. And this is my lowest rated. I know this is my lowest rated beer from Obscura. I think I don't remember what I rated the s'more sour I had last week, and I didn't rate. I have to get my hands on Fractured Light and Ignorant Purple again, and something obscure. The
I believe you rated the other one last week a 4.5 or a 4.75. I think that was your high one for last week.
okay, okay. Uh, yeah, this one, and it's not a complete dud. This one, it's just Fractured Light. I didn't rate it. I had those on my wrestling stream, and I don't rate beers on my wrestling stream. But I really enjoyed Fractured Light and Ignorant. That's right. Fractured Light and Ignorant Purple. They were very, very good. So I'm definitely going to have to get my hands on them to rate on this channel at some point. But they would have definitely rated higher than this one. This one, it's not a complete dud. It's pretty niche, and I feel like the way this one is done, it's more so done to appeal to the masses as opposed to, and I get it. But if this one was like maybe double dry hopped with some citron mosaic, and if there is lactose, like maybe lessen that up a little, I'd be definitely interested to see the result of that. But as it is, yeah, definitely enjoying it. Just not really what I thought. Not really. I mean, I would definitely pick this up at some point, but it's not something that I'm in love with. Let's put it that way. Uh, uh, it sounded better. It was better in theory than execution. Let's say that. Well, that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. But I forgot to do this part if I ever get around to editing this. If you haven't had anything from Obscura, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. Um, Fractured Light, their everyday flagship IPA, 7%er, amazing stuff. Something Purple, if you're into the New Englands, Something Obscure. I mixed up the two. Something Obscure. I haven't had, but a coworker of mine told me it was amazing, and it is available at Joe Canals in Marlton. Also, Ignorant Purple, I had on last week's wrestling stream, and really enjoyed that one, although I couldn't really talk about it. But yeah, if you haven't had anything from Obscura, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. You will not be disappointed. All right. I think that's all I need.
Can I see that can again?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it's not like overlaid with bananas. It's just subtle enough, and I like the variation. There's half peeled, not peeled at all. So you get yeah, yeah. Their Obscura's can art has been amazing. If you saw last week's stream, or I think I at least flashed them on screen last week on the wrestling stream. Uh, I am really digging their can art. I just thought of a horrible idea that I don't want to do, but maybe when I do these streams, I could leave like whatever's left, just pour into a big pitcher and try it at the end. That would be horrible. Um, and I would probably throw up. Yeah, let's not do that. I think you froze. Oh no, oh no, he wasn't frozen. Oh man. So last night was such a good time, and I've been very busy lately between my shoot job, as they call it, and what I have to do for my other channel. And I've been super busy, but I have had such a good time just in the last like couple of days. But I mean, for the last month, it's been absolutely amazing. But what I'm getting at, we're coming up on the holiday season. You can see I already have the tree. Um, I got my Santa beard going. Um, so last night, speaking of Santa, we saw Santa Kringle win a match at this wrestling show. This guy, Santa Kringle. Well, not only did we see another Santa stunner, but man, Sammy Reaper, this kid, he took a Santa sidewalk slam and got counted for the three. And I mean, if you're Sammy Reaper right now, you got to be embarrassed. You got to be questioning your life choices. This kid, he just got destroyed by Santa. That's just brutal. Um, but yeah, man, just seeing Santa in action. Santa Kringle, if you don't know, he's a let's just say he's in the Guinness Book of World Records, I believe. Uh, am I correct about that?
I'm not sure if he's in the Guinness Book of World Records, but he is the 2024 Hall of Fame Santa. So
Yeah,
Santa Kringle is in the Santa Claus Hall of Fame.
this guy. I mean, he's Santa year round, and we've seen him before in action. In you know, a like Royal Rumble type match. He came in, dished out the act, dished out the punishment. But just seeing him in action was amazing last night. And Santa can go, man. And I've been saying this on our other channel, man. Santa can really go. And just if I were Sammy Reaper right now, I would be ducking my head down in shame, and I wouldn't show my face. That was just an embarrassment right there. Oh man, I hope Sammy Reaper's not watching this right now.
Who?
Exactly. Oh,
Oh,
candy corn.
wait. Yeah. There we
Candy
go.
corn. It's Halloween every day for Sammy Reaper. He might just show up at your house and say trick or treat.
Who knows, right?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, just to like sit and throw this back, it's it, I feel like my rating it's accurate from my standpoint, but it doesn't describe like how just like smooth and easy drinking and pleasant this beer is. Yeah, you know what? This is a word I would definitely use to describe this beer. It is very pleasant, not too sweet. Very easy drinking. There's probably lactose in this. All right. I'm not going to finish that right now. Ugh. And just so everybody knows, like I said, long weekend. I got home last night and literally fell asleep in the clothes I was wearing uh, as soon as I hit the couch. Uh, Woke up this morning and had to literally rearrange this area because if it looks a little different, that's why. Um, had to have some HVAC work done, and all last week, my spot was just completely just in disarray. And with my work schedule, I didn't really have a chance to fix that. So I finally like woke up this morning and was like, "Oh, I have to do this right now." Um, but yeah, I still, and it's funny too because what I am usually looking at when I stream from this perspective is pretty like standard. It's there's the plant, and then the all the chairs around the kitchen table, and nothing crazy out of the way. But what I'm looking at is just like chairs with just random stuff thrown on them. So I have a lot of work to do in fixing this up in the future. Maybe today, but today for my wrestling stream at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be streaming from in there because come on in. That's right. 5 o'clock every Sunday, except December 7th. It'll probably be December 6th. But come on in. Come on in for a second. So I will be streaming from in there because I don't have a TV in front of me, and there's a very important game on while we will be live at 5 o'clock today. I, myself, am an Eagles fan. This guy over here is a Cowboys fan. So, not only is it going to be difficult to do a wrestling show talking about mainstream wrestling when there was so much good local indie wrestling going on this weekend, but we are already, we're already going to be distracted with that. But then there's the Eagles Cowboys game. So this is going to be an interesting stream. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We originally were hoping they were playing at 1 so that we could kind of do a joint football watch along for this, but unfortunately that did not come together
Oh,
because
game of the week.
They're in Philly, right?
Not sure.
I will check real quick because I think we played in Dallas week 1. No, we played in Philly, so it's in Dallas. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's
That
like
makes
we
sense, then,
that was in Philly because it was your season opener.
Mm-hmm.
I will double check to make sure. Yep, it's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get to 500, Cowboys. We can do it.
See, the best part is the Eagles could lose this game and still be fine.
Now, I just like to point something out real quick from last night. So last night, after the show we were at, I saw Declan Grant. Now, if you've ever seen Declan Grant compete or seen the photo we have of him from the last show where he's always wearing Eagles gear.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I looked at him, I was like, hey man, don't cry when the Cowboys win tomorrow. The man then choked me out. I got put in a sleeper hole for my comment. Totally worth it, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, that's just when we hang out with wrestlers, that's just what happens,
And every once in a while, I have to find somebody else new to say something to. And usually when I talk my trash, I'll talk my trash to fans directly from Philly. But
hey, the suburbs are still like as legit.
No, but as I've said before, and I think I've said this to you, there's a difference between us fans here, well, the Philadelphia Eagles fans here in Jersey as compared to in the city. because I can have a conversation with you generally about the teams, and we don't get
Fair enough.
hardcore into it to where they're just like, yeah, no, you're wrong. Like Dak
No, yeah,
Prescott.
yeah.
If Dak Prescott throws 160 yards or more today, he becomes the Cowboys' all-time leading passer.
Wow, over Roger Staubach and Tony
No, oh
Romo and
yeah,
Troy Aikman.
Romo is the current
Right,
leader.
right. But I'm saying, like, there's some names there.
Yeah,
Staubach, Aikman, Romo. Like, come on, man. Wow, that's big. That's really big.
yeah, like and that's the type of stuff I like to talk about. And anybody that knows me as a Cowboys fan also knows I'm very realistic when I talk about my team.
And,
I'm
and,
not
and, and
I'm not a super fanatic, and that's with any sports. Like maybe 30 years ago when I was a kid, I was, but not now.
And yeah, you got to be realistic about it. Like a couple weeks ago, I told you, man, the Eagles look like trash right now. Like, and they
They,
stepped it up and they've gotten it together. You
they
know,
remind me of the team from 2 years ago that went 10-0, 11-0, but they were barely winning the games and they were getting extremely lucky at certain points. To where right now I feel like you're almost back to that, but it's more due that teams are teeing off on Saquon and not allowing them to run the ball. I feel like the loss of Kellen Moore as your offensive coordinator has had a lot of effects because he knew how to call that team and how
yeah.
what plays worked.
Well, it's
Like
not
we see,
hard. You
well,
know,
yeah, but we also see Jalen Hurts going up to the line and changing the play. Or they're changing the play in the huddle because they're like, this is not going to work. And I'm currently also watching Full Gear from last night.
I watched a review, or I watched, yeah, dude,
I don't. I'm up to. I'm up
AEW.
to. I'm up to the TNT title match right now.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but wow, AEW pay per views are so long that their review shows where they're just saying what happened are a half an hour long. I watched most of a review show today, so I'm
Um,
caught up.
we will do our best to cover everything today. I still gotta finish our rundown in all honesty, but I have most of it up already. I did it last night, I think, when I got home, or the night before. No, the night before when I scheduled all the streams and stuff.
Right, 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 right.
But
What to say?
no, I think I did it Friday. As a matter
Yeah,
of fact,
no, it was like I said that, and I was like, that's not right.
it was Friday night after as I was watching SmackDown.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just about done this one. Gonna go ahead and grab myself another one.
Yep, and I'll let you get
Maestro.
back to it. I don't mind popping on. In all honesty, I had just woke up about 20 minutes prior and completely forgot about you doing this
I
until
figured
the
as much. I
notification
was
popped
actually
up
going to
on my
say at the top of
phone.
the show. I was actually going to say at the top of the show. My co-host is probably still sleeping right now, or else he'd be here. That's right. Hey, look at that Manafurkin hat. You know what? I'm inspired. I'm going to drink a Manafurkin beer right now. Be right back.
But no, just last night in the general purpose of wrestling, of how many shows just in this area were ran last night between us,
Monster Factory.
2300. Monster Factory had their final show under that banner,
Right.
which Monster Factory has produced some of the biggest stars in wrestling. When the Kelsey and Lane Johnson appeared at WrestleMania for the Eagles with Rey Mysterio, they trained at Monster Factory. Damian Priest came out of Monster Factory. Primal Fear trained there. Some of our current big indie names, some of our indie names right now that perform at PWU, have trained there at one point or another. It is a
And
very
the Monster
uh,
Factory has a legacy behind it.
yeah,
Like
and
it's
it's
just
very sad to see what's happening, but at the same time, it's a great legacy, and I know those guys will figure something out to continue that legacy and continue building with it. Whether it's with the Pro Wrestling Star Academy or whatever they decide to do, I hope it's with PWSA personally. But yeah, I will queue up a graphic here and stuff so
cool.
you can get going. Let's see. Be right back. Let's find some tunage. Up, tunage taken care of.
On it. I know I said that next up I was going to do a beer from Manafirkin, and that is coming. Uh, but this isn't going to take long, and I just realized that my internal body chemistry is lacking something right now. So this one is from Uncle Arnie's, and it is a 10 milligram of THC and 10 milligram of CBD infused shot. This one is lemon mint. Uh, I can't read that, but that's all like government warning and stuff. Oh, that's really small. So 15 calories, 3.5 grams sugar per serving. Uh, Water, cane sugar, natural flavor. I'm not gonna get into all of that. it's. Oh, there we go. 3.5 grams of sugar in this tiny little shot is not great, but I'm not gonna focus on that. All right. I've never reviewed something so small. Oh, I've reviewed an Underberg. I don't know. On the nose. That smells amazing. Like straight up like mojito, like how a mojito. It's not even lime, is it? No, it's just lemon. But it's like straight up like that aroma. Like that's the aroma you want from a mojito. Is what I'm saying. Let's give it a try. Yeah, way too sweet. The mint isn't as the mint isn't as aggressive in the flavor as it is in the aroma, but it's still a lot more present than I've than it's been in some of the other THC beverages that I've tried. Yeah, way too sweet. It's like very sweet lemonade with a little bit of mint. But and I'm taking way too long to drink this because normally it would take me like less than a second. But for the sake of reviewing it, slowed myself down. Um, yeah, yeah, just way too sweet. And with all of these Uncle Arnie shots, like I throw them back, and then like for the next 30 seconds, I'm like, yeah, you know what happens. Um, yeah, rating. I mean, like, it serves its purpose. It's a small container that's easily hideable that you can just throw back, and there's 10 milligrams of THC and CBD. Um, but this isn't going to be as pleasant of an experience as you want from something like that. I mean, it's just way too sweet, uh, borderline cloyingly sweet. The mint doesn't really add anything to it. Um, yeah, it's there, but it's not doing much. Um, yeah, I don't know. What do I give this one? Yeah, 2 out of 5. I should have gone with the other one. There's like some kind of Tahitian something or other. That's all right. Anyway, let's get on to the Manafurkin. Yeah, I said that right. So next up, I've got one from Manafurkin from. I'm like, yeah, I'll try that again. So next up, I've got one from Manafurkin from Manahawkin, New Jersey. This one is a 5.4%. Um, 5.4% ale brewed with fresh ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. This one is an amber ale, and it is the one that tastes like gingerbread. And there's these little gingerbread Spider-Men doing the meme thing. I literally just realized what that was as I was showing off the can. I've never like looked that closely at the can, but that's awesome that they're doing the whole Spider-Man thing.
Absolutely love it.
I'm like I'm popping for that right now. I'm like I'm marking out. That's awesome, dude. I had
Yeah,
this beer
that's
last
great.
year. I think I might have even reviewed it, and I didn't even look at the can enough to be like, oh, that's what's happening. I was just like, oh, there's gingerbread people on it, but they're like little gingerbread Spider-Men all pointing at each other. With the whole background going on too, with the whole like warehouse thing.
Yeah, that's some good ish right there.
That's some good itch. Um, yeah, no, I am totally. I just popped. I just marked out. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. But yeah, let's get into it. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I'm wet again. No. Okay. Uh, Let me just take a second to upload. There's a new sound I added, or I downloaded, but I didn't add, and this would have been the right moment for that. Oh, file's too big. Never mind. I'll have to edit it. So, about the color you would expect from a gingerbread ale. Really, no need to get a light behind it. It's kind of, you know, you can see that it's cloudy on the nose. Very sweet aroma, but very, very good. that spice combination, at least in the aroma, I haven't gotten to the flavor yet, but that spice combination just really comes together nice and straight up just smells like gingerbread cookies, freshly baked. Let's give it a try. Wow. So, typically in something like this, you get, with ginger, not him, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. You get something that peeks out past the other one and just kind of dominates. And not the case here. This one is super balanced, um, very smooth, very easy drinking. At 5.4%, you wouldn't expect it to be any. What was I going to say? At five, at 5.4, you would expect it to be this easy drinking, but yeah, not cloyingly sweet. Everything comes together very nicely. In fact, if I remember correctly, yeah. So, my salesman from this brewery, Brandon, awesome dude. Um, he's a salesman, so I have to take what he says in a certain way. But he gave me this sample and another one that I'm not going to get to today, but next week. He gave me the samples and he's like, both of these are the best they've ever been. Uh, both of these are the best batches I've had. These are all super dialed in. And, you know, when a salesman tells you that about a product he's selling, you're like, yeah, okay, man. But no, he absolutely was telling the truth. The version I had last year of this was good, but this blows it away. Very light on the palate, very easy drinking. About as full flavored as you would expect for 5.4%. But um, yeah, the spices, and I'm coming off the pumpkin season. You guys know how I do. And I can't, like, I'm not big on the heavy spices anymore. You guys, I think it was last week, I did the Sam Adams Winter Ale. Um, just too spiced. And it was just like more spice than beer flavor. But this one, yeah, super balanced. You can actually get the amber ale base, and then all of the adjuncts complement each other very nicely and do not overpower each other. That's what you want out of something like this. Um, yeah, very very good flavor, very smooth, very easy drinking, excellent stuff. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And while you're at that, why don't you check out my other channel, BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, where every week we do a live stream discussing the events that transpired in wrestling over the course of that week. And then a couple days later, we do another live stream where we talk about everything that happened locally in indie wrestling. Um, if you're a wrestling fan or you just can't get enough of myself or my producer DG, the Danger Ginger, check us out. We have a stream coming up in about 5 hours. 5 hours and 6 minutes technically. But yeah, man, it's always a good time. And not only are we having a lot of fun with it, and we just celebrated a year of doing this, and like it's just been growing and just been better and better every week. And I mean, it's just been such an amazing. It's been such an amazing experience. You guys should really check it out. Experience the magic that is BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. I hope AI clips that. If you haven't had any, oh wait, I didn't rate it. Skip the rating. All right. I guess I have to say rating and then do this. Yeah, that's Rating. Wait. Oh yeah. I'm getting way ahead of myself. If you've had this one or anything else from Manafurkin, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it. This one sounds good, sounds interesting. Maybe it's something you might want to try. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, you can find this one at Joe Canals and Marlton. Rating. Yeah, my salesman wasn't lying when he said this is the best batch of this that he's ever tried. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. Um, don't remember if I reviewed it last year. Don't remember if I gave it a rating, but yeah, what I'm tasting right now is a 4 out of 5. And honestly, like it would be rated higher, but just like this isn't my thing. Like anything spiced, I'm just not really as into. So of course, ratings are objective, but um, if you know me and you've followed me long enough, you know how I rate things, so you understand. But for not being my thing, this still gets a 4 out of 5. And yeah, honestly, just very easy drinking. The spice combination isn't overpowering, and yeah, this is something that I could definitely see picking up in the next couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of. Oh my god, it's almost December. Well, that's all I've got for this time. Until next time, cheers. And I forgot to do that again. Okay. If you haven't had anything from Manafurkin, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. What is it? Juicy Shore, their flagship IPA. Excellent stuff. Um, I have a winter warmer coming up. I remember last year that was amazing. And according to my salesman, it's even better this year. Uh, what do we have? Wake the Furk Up. Excellent stuff. We have their white ale. I cannot think of what it's called right now. But just about everything I've had from Manafurkin has been great. These guys really know how to brew beer. And why hasn't that happened for 57 minutes? I've been drinking carbonated beverages. And yeah, if you haven't had anything from Manafurkin, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. And that's all I've got for this time. Oh, wait, I already did that. Man, I'm in a time loop. I think someone accused me last night of being in a time loop, but I don't really remember. Oh no, I just felt like I was in a time loop because work, 45 minutes to get myself together, wrestling show, home, immediately pass out, repeat. It's not Groundhog's Day. It's just it's just my life. But I don't have to work today. My shoot job, that is. And I don't have to go to a wrestling show. I just have to be part of one. Ah, yeah, way too easy drinking. I threw that back. Yeah, it's time to switch to some THC. Oh, that'll be there for later. Yeah. So speaking of Uncle Arnie's, uh, like like I was like 10, 15 minutes ago, they have new sodas available, and I don't know if they're new nationally, but new to New Jersey. Don't know if they're on the shelves yet in New Jersey, but I had some salesmen come in from Uncle Arnie's, and they hooked me up with a couple samples as well as that shot. And yeah, I'm excited to try these sodas. I have, I believe, strawberry, and I don't remember what the other one is. Um, what else do I have? Hmm. I'll be right back. No. Is that the right one? That's not the right one. Hold on. This is the one they told me to do. Okay. So I have some options. Oh, that's not even in frame.
We like options here.
So I'm super excited to try this one. Oh, that's the strawberry. There's another flavor. I didn't even look at what it is. So there's Uma, which I thought was Coma when I first saw it. It's a mojito, and I'm super uninterested at this point. Uh, Uncle Ernie's strawberry soda, kind of interested. This is the one I'm most interested. It's by interested in. It's by Breeze, and apparently this one it it's microdosed with cannabis and ashwagandha, or lion's mane mushrooms. Um, and this one, it says here, you may feel happier and more social, calm and clear, brighter colors, louder laughter, and tastier snacks than often reported. um, and then there's daisies, social sodas, blueberry lemonade, which I'm not really interested in right now, and grind, which I don't even remember the sales pitch for. I don't know if I actually met the guy, but kiwi strawberry, yeah, it's good. Yeah, so I think it's going to be this Breeze. Ooh. And then I have another Breeze and another Uncle Arnie's, and oh, I really want to try that double nickel that I have, but that's going to have to wait. I need a glass. Sorry. So this next one is so this next one is from Breeze. This one is a 5 milligram THC, 10 milligram CBD, and lion's mane lemon elderflower social tonic. Uh, Microdosed cannabis and mushrooms in a can. This one has. Why am I showing you that? That's what that looks like. This one has 50 calories, 14 grams sugar, which is a little more than, I would typically want, but at the same time, like, flavor, you know, more sugar, the more flavor. And that's like, I don't think 15 grams is going to be enough to, like, make it too sweet. Carbonated water, agave nectar, lemon juice, allulose, lion's mane extract, natural flavors, Italian lemons, elderflower, lemon extract, full spectrum hemp extract, citric acid. Dry. I like the marketing of a social tonic. I don't know, just something about that word combination and the meaning there, and it just sounds better on the nose. Wow, definitely picking up the elderflower, and the lemon is coming through. You know, not strong, but it's there. Something else, like almost like a bubblegum like aroma. Let's give it a try. Oh wow. Yeah, so the elderflower is definitely the dominant flavor. The lemon is very subtle and in the background. Um, Maybe that 14 grams of sugar was a little too much. It is sweeter than I would have imagined. And of course, with the lion's mane in there, you get that earthy, like dirty, earthy flavor in the background. Um, yeah, very easy drinking. The flavor definitely keeps you coming back for more, despite the not quite cloying, but the pretty above average sweetness. Um, in the finish, like you get all of this up front. You get the sweetness, the elderflower, the lemon, but in the finish, I mean, you're really only left with the little bit of earthiness from the lion's mane and that lingering sweetness. Yeah, very crushable. I could definitely see, like, if I had a 12 pack of these, putting them back in a very short time. Um, yeah, and I just got to say, man, this like I guess you would call this like gradient color on the can, very very visually appealing, and like it's going to make your product stand out on the shelves. And me as a not only a buyer but a consumer, a buyer as in like for my store, I bring in products, but also as a consumer, like I buy the products that I buy. Yeah, no, that works. Um, this is something you love to see. It's a very good product. It's got a very unique and visually appealing aesthetic. And a lot of the time people say, "Oh, well," especially with craft beer, for example. Well, you can get deceived by can art. You can look at a can and be like, "That looks awesome," and it's a terrible beer. But honestly, it's like 50-50. Um, about 50% of the times I've bought a beer just based on the can art, it's disappointed me, and about 50% of the times I've liked it. So, it's not really something to go by, but for the sake of actually getting those sales, they're doing the right thing, and their can art is absolutely amazing. Where I live, there's like accidents and like horns beeping. I'm like 50 feet from the road. So it gets loud all day. So if I'm on stream and I'm like looking over there, I'm like trying to see if there's any like road rage incidents going on or accidents. you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And while you're at that, why don't you give my other channel a follow? BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, where every week we have a live stream discussing the events that transpired during wrestling over the course of that week. And besides that, there's much, much more, including a weekly live stream discussing the events that transpired in local indie wrestling over the course of that week. Go ahead and check it out. We have a stream coming up in just a few hours. And it's going to be a weird one. Rating. Oh, if you've had this one or anything else from Breeze, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it. If this one sounds good, sounds interesting, maybe it's something you might want to try, maybe you have some questions, why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you would like to find this one, I can't currently help you, but there's a good chance that in the next couple of weeks, this one will be available at Joe Canals in Marlton. Rating. I'm going to give this one a 3.75 out of 5. Very easy drinking, not unpleasant flavor-wise. And yeah, I shouldn't have said it like that. Very, very pleasant flavor. Maybe a little sweeter than it needs to be, but still excellent flavor. You get, and you got to expect when there's a lion's mane or ashwagandha in something, you have that background earthiness. That's just something you have to deal with, and it's not super unappealing. It's just something that's there. But yeah, I feel like this one was definitely sweeter than it needed to be, and not the worst thing in the world. I would definitely get this one if asterisks. My tolerance is way too high to purchase anything 5 milligrams. Like I drink a couple hundreds a day sometimes, so like this isn't going to do anything for me. But for people that don't have the THC tolerance that I do, the combination of the CBD and the lion's mane and everything, I think this will be great as like a a 5 milligram. Have a couple and feel it out. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to feel anything. And that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. Got to break the seal. Oh yeah, that was when we won the tag team titles. Forgot about that. I've really let myself go since then. Like, you know, well, sorry, Rick. It won't happen again. By the way, Rick played last night. Oh my god. I just really not much I can say about that right now.
All I'm going to say is that man finally found something to jump off of. After a year and a half of being back, he finally got the big spot he's wanted.
I actually just deleted the clip of him not going through the table from the second PWU show, I believe. Um, I had to make room. I filled up my iPad space with footage last night. Well, for the last 3 weeks, so I had to go through and like selectively delete stuff. And I have a lot of editing to do. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to do it, but I've got some amazing footage.
I'm about to say a lot of that stuff I have saved on my cloud from those first couple shows.
Last night, I filled my footage during the Lucky entrance. So the last two matches is all on my phone, but I got some really good shots. Oh man, yeah, what an amazing night. It was so short though.
It really wasn't though.
It,
It was about a 2.5 hour show, just under.
including intermission.
Well, yeah. If you include intermission, we're at about 2.5 hour show.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Like,
You don't want to push too much further than that.
let me put it this way: from a fan's perspective, and I'm not like getting into like because I don't know what you know. You know what I mean? Like, but from my perspective, if you're doing weekly shows, cool. 2 hours is fine. You know what I mean? Um, but for a big event like this, it felt short. It like looking back, like there were a lot of matches, and all of none of the matches actually felt short.
No, it was 9 matches, I believe, on the card last night.
Yeah, a lot of matches, and none of
But
them really felt. You know, like I said, like they all got their time. But like, I don't know. Walking out of there, I was like, it
oh,
wasn't like what. That's all.
oh wow! Just real quick, I'm watching the entrance from Mercedes Monet at Full Gear. Tommy Invincible was one of the belt holders
Oh no way.
for her. Yeah.
There was someone who,
Yeah, I wonder if he got that person's spot.
yeah, there was someone who we knew was supposed to do that. Oh man, yeah,
Which
this
that
thing.
we will actually talk about a little bit later today
We'll
because
touch on
that
it.
goes because that kind of goes to the mainstream part, and then we'll probably talk about it again on Tuesday a little bit. But
They're crossing over. We can't keep the mainstream and the local stuff separate forever. We know too many amazing people for that to be the case.
or okay, I absolutely love Chris Statlander's entrance, and it just started.
I'll
It,
have to
it,
watch that back.
it's kind of like a little rocket Saiyan space pod looking thing that she comes out of on the stage. Absolutely great.
Yeah, I got a lot of highlight clips to watch.
I got a lot of footage to go through.
I still have no idea what happened on SmackDown.
Know what I just realized going through my notes, making sure I had everything. But Friday night I went to bed and was like, I'll wake up the next day and watch the main event of SmackDown. I still have yet to watch the main event of SmackDown. So after I finish this, before we do our show, I have to now watch the main event of SmackDown still because it's still on my DVR. I'm glad I go look at my notes before shows because I was like, I really have nothing up there for SmackDown this week. But we'll still talk about it because we have the Last Time Is Now tournament to talk about still and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, we were in Mount Holly, New Jersey, watching real wrestling happen.
But yeah, it's
So,
been oh wow, yeah. It's been a great week for some pro wrestling to be perfectly honest.
oh yeah, Raw was amazing.
And again, they did the same thing they did the week before. That first segment went right into a match.
Which it's baby steps. you
No,
know?
I don't expect it every week, but just these slight changes, which we will talk about more in a little while, it really helps keep the viewer engaged to where they're like, all right, this is about to end. I'm going to turn off. And then all of a sudden you hear something, and now you have to look back, you know. Like, I've always understood the WWE idea of programming the fans of knowing certain things, but you have to keep it fresh, or else fans like us that have watched for a long time are going to be like, meh, I don't need to pay attention to that.
Right.
But yeah, catch that and more at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, where we discuss all this and more.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a lot to talk about. I mean, we have a lot to talk about every week, but this week in particular, we have a lot to talk about while suppressing the stuff we want to talk about that we're going to talk about Tuesday.
Well, some of that will transition in.
Some will, like I said, the TV and real life is coming together.
Just in the end, an amazing week of wrestling. A lot of big stuff happening across the board. We saw something we will talk about on Tuesday, and I have a photo of it. We saw the debut of a brand new PWU Championship champ belt.
Yep, I got to touch it.
So did I.
I mean, like, it was almost accidental. Like, I was walking by the table and my hand just kind of brushed it, and I looked down and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I, like, actually apologized to it.
Mark.
Put it up. Go ahead. Oh, do I have that loaded? I don't have. There we go. Okay, good enough. Thank you, Johnny.
No, but how much we want to talk about everything in one shot. We might have to start thinking about occasionally swapping the shows or
Hey,
doing a double shot.
we can talk about the main event though because Joey Janela's mainstream,
Yeah, yeah.
and so's JP.
But like we've said, we have a lot to talk about, a lot to mention. There's, it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about the next couple shows of stuff going on.
This has been just an amazing last few weeks of wrestling. Personally, like for
Screen
me,
might change real quick, because just to show something real quick, something that was announced.
oh yeah,
Something for us to talk about on Tuesday. A little bit of a teaser there, and as you can
Tasha
see here,
Steeles.
this is our setup for BJ and DG Talk Wrestling.
Yeah, it felt weird being on that and not being on. Oh, I like it. It's such an unappealing color in the background. I love it.
Well, we also have this one.
See that? Yeah, I really like that.
I've been slowly trying to get rid of the Halloween stuff,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We don't need that anymore. Oh,
even though
that's
that's
dope
really
though.
cool.
Maybe if Candy Corn ever comes on, we can have that in the background.
Should just get a picture of Candy Corn.
Oh, you know what? Give me a second. There you go.
Which, by the way, I have a picture of it to upload for our show later. But how cool was it seeing our graphic up on the screen to be seen on stream and everything?
Dude, that was dope, but like it didn't stay up long enough. It was on like a 3 second rotation. I think you need to like bump that up to five.
Uh, that is not my department, sir.
I know. But I'm saying like it was awesome, but like I tried to point it out to someone, and every time it was so weird though. Like I was talking to someone at one point, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm BJ from BJ," and I pointed as I was saying it, and it was on for like a split second when I looked over, and then it went off.
But yeah, it was for me a great moment for us to
Oh
see
no,
that up
amazing,
there.
amazing, and with
It's definitely an accomplishment that being recognized in that way.
it's validation. Like what we're doing is working.
Yes.
Yeah, and,
It,
and
it,
and and honestly, I don't care if it isn't. Like we're still having such a good time with it.
yeah, but just to see that up there, to be seen by everybody in
Yeah,
attendance and everybody watching the stream. So it wasn't just the sold out house, you
yeah. Oh
know.
no, it was on. Anybody tuning in from home, from their mobile devices, whatever, during the lead up and before the show actually
And then
started, we
during
were in.
intermission and after as well.
Right.
You know, just that the fact that people, they were sitting there, they saw that, you know, and that they were willing to put it up there for us is absolutely amazing. I can't say thank you enough for that. It's a very proud moment to see our hard work being recognized.
Absolutely. Yeah, honestly, couldn't be happier seeing that. And uh, that post today sums it up.
I
That
actually did that last night.
well, I saw
But
it
yes,
today.
I
It
no, no,
sums it up.
I figured that you guys would see it this morning, but I had it in my head after I took that picture, and I just wanted to get the post out there before I forgot.
Yeah, and honestly, like big ups. Thank you, PWU. Thank you, SPO. Thank you, Monster Factory. Thank you, SSP. Thank you, AAP. Thank you, Pro Wrestling Star Academy. Like personally, I didn't think I would be this acknowledged. You know, doing this,
No,
and
not at all.
we're the official preview and review show of PWU.
And we talk about it every week. We will continue talking about them and everything else going on at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, where you can only get that at BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. Which, as we're talking about that, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our review show, where we will literally spill the beans on everything that happened.
Everything we're dancing around today, we're going to talk. And I'm not saying dancing around right now, but later we're going to dance around some stuff.
And then don't
But
forget, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today.
all will be revealed with ringside fan footage on Tuesday. If I can get the editing done. Oh, you know what? Just want to. I had to switch to my phone because I filled up the space on my iPad. And let me just show you the last video I took. I can fast forward a little. Oh no, I gotta rewind. There we go. The ring light. Yeah.
I actually have a clip of this posted on our Instagram page of that spot.
Hold on. I fast forwarding. To action further.
Preparing to fast forward.
And by the way, if you follow Crumb Dog Millionaire on Instagram, he posted an amazing clip of this today, this morning, maybe last night. I don't know. I was dead to the world. But yeah, man, my
Oh, he
perspective
just
last night.
posted a video of Vita and Tasha too.
Oh, nice. Pete.
Come here, baby. Come here.
And then I'm just going to stop it right there. You're going to have to watch Tuesday to see the rest of that. Partially because I accidentally captured Janela like scooting on into position. So I have to edit that. I don't know, I just hear wrestling commentary in the background.
Ooh. How loud is it?
It's probably too loud. If there's anything that's, copyright. Oh, well, I mean, just the broadcast alone. Yeah.
Well, at
You
least it'll be
faded into
seen-
translucency again.
At least it will be seen in Belarus and Russia.
Yeah, man, I guess. Did I talk about that on stream?
We kind of brought it up last week.
Yeah, I guess Belarus and Russia are not cool with SpongeBob. Which is pretty hilarious. But, yeah. Ugh. Oh my god. No, that's really good. My salesman wasn't lying about that one this year. This, however, and I have so much left. Like, this is, like, so full. Oh, God, it smells terrible. Let's get this out of my life. Do I have one more in me? Yeah, I have another THC beverage in me. Actually,
As he ponders.
One
DJ
hour
DG,
later.
if you could throw something up, I'm going to use the restroom and think about my life choices.
All right, gotcha.
So this is going to be an attempt at a review, which might just break down into me just drinking and and just talking about whatever. Um, but yeah, this is the last beverage of the afternoon, I guess by now, and to put a timer on that, I'm going to go ahead and order myself some lunch because I kind of skipped on the food for brunch. So, but yeah, let's see. What do I want? I mean, I already kind of know. Sorry. I guess I should have thought of doing this. Uh yeah. Sorry. I'll be back with you in a moment. Cheese fries. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, nothing crazy. There's a reason I'm doing this, and I'll explain in a second. Great. So, um, this is kind of like shut up. So I'm just kind of trying to prevent myself from being on stream forever, and at the same time trying to get some food in myself, which I'm not cooking right now. I don't really have any ingredients to make anything at the moment. I have to go food shopping, and yeah, I like really need to eat something. So I'm ordering some food so I don't eat on stream. So when the food comes, that's my cue to get off if I am not already off. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this THC beverage. Got ahead of myself there. This one is from Uncle Arnie's. It is a grape soda, THC infused, 10 milligrams. Afraid to look at the sugar content here. Oh, only 9 grams. All added, but only 9 grams. I am surprised. Is there a reason for that in the ingredients? Cane sugar being the second ingredient, water being the first. It's weird that it doesn't say carbonated water or like it's a soda, right? And well, Uncle Arnie's is everything I've had from has been uncarbonated, so I don't know. Glare, come on. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other sweeteners in this, so that's really weird. A grape soda, 9 grams of sugar. I mean, granted that is sweet enough, but typically, like Uncle Arnie's, everything is loaded with sugar, and there's high fructose corn syrup and stuff. But I'm not seeing. I can't really see it that well, but I'm not really seeing any of that. Oh, it is purple. Mm, look at that. Ah, I almost feel awkward putting that into my body. Jesus. I'm gonna get a light behind that. Oh my god, the aroma is like I'm over here. I'm that far from it. I can smell it like clearly. Oh man. That's not the right button. There we go. That is dark.
Yeah, it looks like a Knight Rider drink. Like you just see on the other side like a red thing going back and forth from the light.
Do 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 do
Oh,
do
so
do
just real quick,
do
bringing
do
that up,
do
I
do
saw a post
do
and
do
I meant to ask
do
you, But what would you call the tag team of LA Knight and Zack Ryder?
Do 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 do. Yo, Busta's sample of that.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of my favorite songs by Busta.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, no, I saw that meme though.
Yeah. I'm like, that's the perfect name. You can't name them anything else.
Do 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 on the nose. Yeah, like grape, like artificially grape, grape bubblegum, grape. Like I'm getting like flashbacks to like grape airheads. Yes, that's that's absolutely what this aroma takes me back to. Grape airheads. Let's give it a try. Melted carbonated grape airheads. Is that what am I calling it the right thing? Airheads? I gotta look this up. Ooh, there's a hint of like weird artificialness in the background, but otherwise, I mean, is that what they're called? It's been so long. I don't eat this stuff anymore.
What are you trying to think of?
The like stretchy, like really tough to chew.
Yeah,
Uh,
Airheads.
yeah, yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of
That's
kind
absolutely
of
yeah. Grape
taffy.
airheads.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of taffy like, but not really. Yeah.
yeah. Grape airheads. That's exactly what this tastes like. Except in the background, there's a little bit of like the sugar falls out. You know what I mean? Like if you're like great popsicle. This also reminds me of like, and like the color, like if you freeze this or like solidify it, it is that thing. I feel like
Oh my god. I was not expecting that.
no, it is straight up like
Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was being I was being a mark for Full Gear. I
oh
just
oh
finished
oh
the
okay
I just saw the finish of the women's championship.
okay okay. Like it goes beyond grape soda into like yeah, like a melted grape popsicle or a grape airhead. Um, light carbonation, not unappealing. For a soda, like usually, typically you get more carbonation than this. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything. I'm just pointing it out. But yeah, the flavor. I mean, straight up grape airheads. Like I said, the sweetness kind of dips out in the back end, and you're left with like that empty sweetness. I that's the best I can do to describe that. But yeah, this is a sample. Uh, Obviously, most of what I drink on these streams are samples, but it is a sample that I am tasked with deciding whether or not to bring this into my store. Oh, and just based on this, uh, like I have a strawberry one in there. I'm super excited to try, but I'm not going to do that on this stream. But B, like I'm thinking like I don't know, like this is something I could see people definitely being into. I mean, the regular Uncle Arnie stuff does well enough, but this is something that, like there's a lot of THC infused grape sodas out there. But this is like even though it's only 10 milligrams and we have 50s and hundreds of different grape sodas, for that customer, I could definitely see this being something that they'd be into. So I don't know. I'm considering bringing this into Joe Canals in Marlton. Haven't made my final decision. If anyone out there wants to throw their opinion into the comments at this point, because um, I'm not going to be on long enough to read chats. Uh, oh, gotta handle this real quick. Sorry. I love how I just treat my stream like it's just someone hanging out in the room, and I'm not completely focused 100% on entertaining people all of the time. I know. There we go. All right. And done. What time is my food going to be here? Okay. As the taste buds have acclimated a little bit and it's warmed up a little bit, there's something weird in the background and like in the finish, but I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it does. It's kind of. Let me see. You know what? I'm that old. This is me realizing I'm that old and I probably need glasses, but let's magnify and then. Okay. Water, cane sugar, natural flavor, citric acid, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, absorbic acid, sucralose. That could be what I'm tasting. Hemp extract, Quiala, Quuillaia extract. I don't know what that is. Vitamin E, and then dyes. Hold on, you know what? Here you go, just for you. So I'm thinking that sucralose is what's causing that like back end empty sweetness. And again, I don't know if anyone understands what I mean by empty sweetness, but you get upfront a full sweetness and then it drops out. And like there's a lingering sweet quality, but it's super empty and there's no flavor associated with it. That's my best at explaining it. Um, yeah, I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, no pun intended. Why did I move that? Not gonna go into the whole spiel and everything. Um, I'm just gonna rate it and be on my way. I want to. If I'm on another 19 minutes, I can't clip anything from this, and I really want to. There's some things I really hope that the AI decides to clip, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna give this one 2 out of 5. No. I take that back. 2.5 out of 5. It's up front. It's everything you want it to be, and then by the finish, you're like, "What was that?" Yeah, no, it's if you want an amazing experience from Uncle Arnie's, I definitely recommend. If you're willing to deal with all the sugar and high fructose corn syrup and dyes, I definitely recommend their cherry limeade. The watermelon wave is very good. Their iced tea lemonade. This is a little funky in the back end, and yeah, not digging it. Not, it's not my thing. Maybe the strawberries a little bit. And I was super excited at the beginning. The aroma, the initial first couple sips, but then as the taste buds acclimate, it gets weird. It gets weird. Maybe I drank it too slow. Who knows? But nah. Um, not digging this one. 2.5 out of 5. But yeah, that concludes, any potential reviews I'm doing this afternoon. I have like 4 hours to get my stuff together and be presentable for BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. Who oh yeah, looks like there's some activity on our Instagram page right now, but yeah. Oh, that lingering empty sweetness. Not taking it. Uh, if you haven't checked out BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, regardless of if you're a wrestling fan or not, I definitely recommend you go to BJ and DG Talk Wrestling on, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. And if you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, you love it. Either way, you guys got to see what we're doing because right now we're enjoying every
It,
second of it, and it's just
if you're not watching and you are a wrestling fan, you're totally missing a good time because it's not just us talking about everything. We have our debates, we have our arguments, but in the end, we are laughing and having a good time
Mhm.
because we are fans of this and getting to be a part of stuff, whether it's with the Pro Wrestling Star Academy or us just doing our weekly show. It's a lot of fun. Hey, we all start out as marks.
Yeah, some of us never leave that.
But I do have my dog yelling at me to take her out and probably feed her and stuff. So if you end up ending this while I'm gone, I'm going to stay backstage. So
Okay, cool,
I will be here.
cool.
Otherwise, everybody, please like and subscribe to this channel. Help this man out because Jesus, I can't do it alone.
You don't have to do that. Not you. You had to do that, but you guys don't have to do that because this channel wasn't even really a
Wait, you
channel.
tried to get on the show too? She's
This
like,
was a
well,
channel. Go ahead.
dog's back there like she knows, like I'm really the star.
People spend hours watching my
Oh,
streams just for a second of a glimpse of Khaleesi.
but yeah, man, everybody, please like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe to BJ and DG Talk Wrestling. We really appreciate it. And to everybody that supports this channel and our other channel as well, thank you. Because without none of you guys, we wouldn't be doing this, and he wouldn't be doing his beer reviews.
And none of the and if none of the previous applied to you, just spread positivity in this world.
Yes, please, please do. Like,
Just you can hate us all you want. Just be a good person.
I mean, hate's a strong word, but then again, I'm ginger, so I'm used to being hated. But yes, spread good out there in the world. I'll let you get back to it, sir. Again, everybody, just thank you for the support for our wrestling channel if you're there as well. We really do appreciate it every day. And the content's not stopping anytime soon.
Oh no, we're booked. We're booked.
Yep. So I'll let you get back to it, sir.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that about sums it up. There wasn't much I had to say besides that. This, I said what I had to say about this. Just gonna go ahead and put that over there, and put this over here, and grab a real beer, and say thanks everybody for joining me on this Sunday brunch with BJ. And that's all I've got for this time. Until next time, cheers.